Hey, how's it going, people? Panda here, and long time no see. I know I say that in just a ton of different videos. I get a lot of like just droughts of where I don't know what I want to play or want to talk about or anything like that. I guess it's kind of where I'm winding down with this generation, especially like that whole thing's not helping. And I wasn't really sure what to do with GTA 5 just because there's so much to do with that. But just jumping in to the topic that I wanted to touch on was the Battlefield 4 beta. And with the ending of this generation going into the next, I'm wanting to really get into Battlefield a lot more than I did with 3. I played a lot of 3. I'm holding back a burp. It went away. I actually played a good amount of 3 on the Xbox 360. I didn't get like rank 100 or whatever because it was kind of like a fallback game, because I would usually play with a party, usually on Call of Duty or Minecraft or whatever. It's usually those. There's some Halo in there. I also played a little bit on PC after during one of the big sales that they had going on, where you got everything for like $20. But just and with overall impression on Battlefield 4 so far, anyway, is I freaking loved it. Now, a lot of opinions on the beta were kind of a lot of went either way on, I didn't like this, but it's still whatever. I think I have a more positive, for the most part, opinion on it, just because it was different to me right now, because I've really fallen out of FPSs over the last many months, and I've went back on occasion with like Call of Duty and some Halos 4, and here recently with 3, just a little bit since it went free, even though I had the game, but it's got a few more people playing. But I really enjoyed it. Of course there were some issues game wise that I'm gonna save for another video. Then you just normal beta bugginess. But as I said earlier on something else, it might have been with the screwed up recording before this one, I don't know. But I played the beta on the 360. I plan on getting that game on the 360 and upgrading to the Xbox One version when that comes out. Yeah, Battlefield 4 player on Xbox, it's freaking impossible. I just can't seem to really get into PC. Nothing against it. I understand as good as anyone that it is the freaking master race and all that. And then just personally, the PS4 is not. It doesn't do enough for me to want to get over the one, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. For the near future to long run, there's more that I know I'm going to want to play on the Xbox One than there is on the PS4. I guess clarifies it the most. And just from overall playing the Xboxes and the PlayStations and stuff over time, so I've just always preferred Xbox. So there's that for the whole next gen thing. I tried to make a video, play 3-4 times a couple weeks ago, talking about that, and I kept screwing it up, or I was not happy with it afterwards. But we're not here to talk about the next gen. I'm talking about Battlefield 4. The only thing with that is I'm trying to think of what I can touch on this, and but save for videos later that would be more related, like big topics or whatever. Which I guess there's not that many, because whatever. Rambling. I suck at this. I realize this. Let's see. Domination and conquest. I freaking hated domination. Oh my god. Domination was just horrible. Or no, it was horrible. Because that, like, it's one of their attempts to attract more Call of Duty players, so it's really freaking chaotic. Which, like, close quarters in BF3 was perfect. How that was done. This was not. I'm gonna try and chalk it up to the map, just because of the the rooftop, the infamous rooftop right now. I did really enjoy Conquest. I did report an issue to Battlefield about something to do with the levelation, where to collapse the building it's damage based. So a lot of times people would run up to the pillars, destroy them, and it was down within the first 5 tickets of the game. And that was an actual, I don't know really about the time measurement that would be. Of course it varies, but I was running like towards the building and heard falling noises. Looked at the ticket counter and there was 5 off the enemy team. I don't think my team had taken any off, and then the building started to collapse, and that basically defeats the purpose. So hopefully they're going to either make it harder to collapse, or it has to reach, 5 minutes even, like, into the game before it can collapse. Because when the building's down, it's a lot different than when it's standing, for how the game plays, obviously. But B becomes a center point for a lot of action, a lot of flag changes, and that really determines how the game's going to go, which is probably why they collapse the building so fast all the time. But when it's up, it's basically whoever got it first is going to keep it almost the whole time while the building's standing. You can occasionally cap it and lose it, possibly, of course, depending how long it stands up. If it stands up for a long time, it can change an okay amount, but it changes a lot when the building's fallen. But anybody that played it knows that, and I'm just talking randomly. I was setting like a 10-minute time limit on this, just because that's what the domination time limits were. They were a lot quicker than freaking Conquest, of course. But since I kind of just covered like overall impressions with just that I loved it, I automatically lost of what I wanted to talk about, because I'm not going to go over like weapon things unless it's like an issue with something. Like the like the AK-12, or kits are going to be a separate video. This was just the worst commentary ever, wasn't it? Damn. So with all that random nonsense and storytelling said, leave a comment down below telling me how bad this was. I promise that when I do the other Battlefield commentaries on the kits and issues and whatever else I end up doing over, I promise they'll be way better than this, because this was just poop. But I'll see you guys later. Meep.